Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our weekly game highlight. Now, normally these highlights are going to be for upcoming games from smaller studios. This week though, we're going to be highlighting Crysis 2 Remastered, which doesn't quite fit either of those criteria. But it is one of my favorite shooters, and the devs were kind enough to send me a key, so let's get into it. Now, originally, Crysis 2 released back in 2011, and was one of my favorite FPS games at the time. It had a great story with superb gameplay. This remastered version, which released last year, keeps all of the same gameplay from the original, but improves the performance and visual while making it more compatible with the current hardware standards. We'll go into a bit more detail on how the remaster improves upon the original, but first, let's dive into what made the original so good to begin with. So the story begins with a viral outbreak happening in New York City and rumors swirling of an alien invasion. Through a series of unfortunate events, you wake up half dead in what is essentially a supersuit, and you have to figure out what's actually going on here. The story is linear and will take you roughly 9 hours to complete. It actually feels quite nice and refreshing to go back to this older type of design. These days, it seems like every game is trying to be as big as possible, and most of them suffer for it. There's no hub zone here, no open world section, no itemization or daily login rewards. It's just a straightforward FPS telling an interesting story. However, while it is a good story, that's not the main draw for this game. The main draw is the nanosuit, which can temporarily give you increased strength, armor, or the main selling point, invisibility.
All clear over here. Move!
Cobalt 7, this is Oversight. Do you copy? Cobalt 7, report.
Few things feel as satisfying as popping cloak and popping heads. Now, none of that would be possible if this game didn't also have some of the best shooting in any FPS game. The guns each feel impactful, having solid sound design with some smooth animations. And overall, they just feel fun to fire. So to wrap up, we have an interesting story, a nanosuit that gives you superpowers, and excellent shooting mechanics. All of that though was already in the original game, so what does this remaster actually bring to the table? Well, essentially just performance and graphical improvements. They added or improved many visual effects such as textures, lighting, shadows, animations, and they added some options in the menu for field of view and aim down sight sensitivity, which can be quite important for some people. Now, one important thing to note is that the remastered version does not have multiplayer. In my opinion, the multiplayer wasn't really the selling point for the game. I don't even know if I ever played it in the original, so for me, it doesn't matter that it's not here in the remastered version. If you were excited about the multiplayer though, sorry to disappoint you. Overall, I think this is a great game and a solid remaster for it. If you never played it before, or you want to play it again with some of the improvements I mentioned, then I highly recommend picking it up. I'll have a link to the Steam page in the description down below. Now, if you already have the original and think it runs well enough on your machine, then there isn't too much of a reason to pick this up, as it doesn't actually add any new content, at least as far as gameplay is concerned. Alright, that's it for the highlight video. Thank you again to the devs for the game key, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I'm planning on doing one of these videos every single week. If you have any suggestions on how I should improve these videos, please comment down below. And if you do end up picking up this game, then
Welcome to the war.